afternoon.
Good afternoon.
The little interview I'm about to have with you, it's basically on the 5,000 naira note. I just want to know about your view, your opinion, and what you feel about this 5,000 naira note. Do you think it's going to cause inflation in Nigeria, or do you think it is good for the economy?
Wow. Even if you look at the best economy of the world, talk of the America and others, they don't have the 5,000 naira note. The 5,000 naira of their 5,000 denomination. The highest denomination they have, 20,000 pounds, 100 pounds, and stuff like that. They are for special people. It is not something that will be circulated anyhow around. Unlike in Nigeria, we know a 5,000 naira note. You see it with pepper seller, you see it with meat seller, and that will not be good for our economy. This surely will cause inflation because you see everybody striving. If an individual should lose that 5,000 naira note, definitely there will be like almost killing he or herself, like a pepper seller that even everything he or she has is not up to 5,000. So it's not going to be too good for our economy.
Okay, people say the 5,000 naira is going to bring about corruption, embezzlement on the side of our politicians, our leaders. What is your view about
that? All these are just trivia. Well, trivia in the sense that it's going to be bad, it's going to bring corruption. Some people said just a bundle, you already have 1 million, maybe 100,000 or whatever. All those things are just trivia. The major thing is that our economy is not ready for this. Nigeria, we are not ripe for this type of money. Even in Zimbabwe, then we are not ripe for it. Our economy is not ripe for it. Things are not in order the way it should be now for us to be having 5,000.
Okay, let's assume it comes to being. So, what do you think? The consequence will be on the nation?
Well, just like every other illegal policies, just like every other policies that are not for an average Nigerian. Most of the policies that our leaders have been making are for elites. They are political politics. This 5,000 naira policy is just the same thing. Definitely, there will be more rich people, while there will be more poor people.
Okay. Do you think in the process of bringing this money into inception, do you think the central bank made enough inquiry on their own part before?
As you can see, immediately the information came out that 5,000 naira note, the National Assembly and the National Assembly immediately said they were not even aware. Mm-hmm. They did not have any information before. Mm-hmm. So definitely, it's like the central bank just thought, okay, we are going to do this and we are going to do this. We don't do that. This is a federal state, mm-hmm. And in a federal state, you expect everything should come accordingly. There are 3 tiers of government. And for our lawmakers to say they are not aware of it, definitely is a useless policy.
Okay, fine. Do you see, if at all it is being brought into existence, do you see any positivity in it at all?
Positive. Like I've said, the rich will be more richer. That's the positive, because you can easily see a bank manager will just pick a bundle. He has already had 100,000 naira with him. So that the rich will become richer, the poor will become poorer. Okay. So for the poor it is negative, but the rich it is positive.
Okay, on your own part as a person, living on the streets, seeing everything around, what is your advice for both the federal government and the CBN?
We are not ripe for 5,000 naira notes yet. We are not ripe. The economy is not ripe for it. The best is they shouldn't do it. They should work on the cost of living. With this, cost of living of Nigerians will be very high. Will be very, very high. Because immediately there's 5,000 naira notes, you expect 5,000 naira bread, 5,000 naira gari, 5,000 naira bongo. That's it. The cost of living will be very, very, very high. Now our lowest denomination, 50 kobo, is useless. A 50 penny in the UK, you will use it to make shopping. 50 penny, you can use it to get something that you need for a day. But here in Nigeria, nothing. So definitely the economy is not ripe for it, and it's just more bastardization of our economy, which is very wrong. They should think of we come from a very wretched background. We are not yet there yet. They should not kill us now.
All right, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, first.
My name is Bomola Kadide.
Okay.
I'm a final year student, mass communication, Lagos State Polytechnic.
Fine. What we're about to discuss is about the 5,000 naira notes, which is still being deliberated in the House and in CBN, if it should be introduced or not. So, what is your take on this?
Well, recently, it is very pathetic that the federal government and those who are calling themselves federal government officials, they are only giving policies that are not relevant to the situation of the country right now. So 5,000 naira notes is just one of them. I don't think it is called for.
Wow. So basically, on your own side, you don't think it is needed, and do you think Sanusi, being the person whom he is, do you think it was right for him to take that step?
Well, you see, one thing about power is once power determines, it makes us understand the level of the corruption in an individual. They say you won't know who you are until you taste power. I think the situation of Sanusi thinking he can deliberate on action by himself is just for the fact that he tasted power. Well, constitutionally, what he did is wrong, and you shouldn't say because of the recent steps he took concerning that of confronting the House of Senate and so many post steps like that. This one is not constitutional, and nobody would accept it.
So, if you are a member of government, what would you do as a person if this kind of issue is being brought to you?
Well, if I was a member of government, probably I'm not. As much as I'm not,
okay.
I don't know what to say about that.
Wow. Okay, so as a person, do you see it, adding to the deficiencies of Nigeria or coming on the positive side of the country?
As I said, there is nothing positive about it. It's just another avenue for money launderers to find it very easy in their dealings. It is just another avenue of somebody carrying cash to lose majority of his what would I call that now? Funds. I think I still prefer the electronic means of money than introducing the 5,000 naira notes. And as I said, except you want the situation of Nigeria to degenerate to that of Zimbabwe, then you can go ahead.
Wow.
But if they do it, it's their problem. As for me, it's not my problem.
Okay, so what advice do you have for Sanusi as a person?
Should I give him an advice?
Yes.
Is he as a Nigerian or
as a Nigerian, of course.
Well, the advice I would give as a Nigerian is next time, before he deliberates on action, he should try to check whether what he's trying to do is constitutional, and it should make the 3 tiers of government know about any policy he wants to take. It is not just about him going to the media and throwing the blow, just the way our president did on January 1st with the fuel subsidy. So that would be my advice for you.
Okay, thank you very much.